Hi everyone, this is Diane, the Picket Fence Greenhouse and Gardens. Today's January 24th, 2011, and I'm just going to kind of go through. I'm going to be planting some celery today and also some Dusty Miller. And just start, I'm continuing my seeds as I go here. Some of these I like to get a better, earlier start with them so they get nice and big. Other ones I'm just trying them and see how they grow. Last year I planted celery. Did not grow for me, did not germ. I don't know if it was just the bad seeds or the technique I used, or I don't know what it is. But I got different seeds this year, and I want to see if I can get celery to grow. Dusty Miller requires a little more time, so I'm planting them today. Both of them need light for germination, and I'll bring you in close and we'll plant them. It'll be a pretty quick process. Alright, I got my soil, my peat and vermiculite soil. I sometimes like to just wet this down a little bit before I get started. The seeds will germinate real nice. Get some moisture on there. Now the Dusty Miller is pretty easy to grow from seed. Very tiny seed. I have several in here. And there's my, always mark your trays. But with these, they're tiny, but I just take and scatter them with my fingers. I mean, you can also use the sand method of mixing it with sand that I've told you about in my other videos. But I can see these as I scatter, and they are, it's scattering them pretty nice. I think I have a little more seed here than I need for this tray. So I'm probably not going to put quite all of them in there. I don't want to be too crowded because they tend to get root bound very easy. This is last year's seed. I had some left over. So I am going to put a little extra in because germination probably won't be quite as good from the last year's seeds. So that is how I'm going to do it. Once I get that done, as always, I just water them in. Now, these require light for germination. What I like to do, and sometimes I don't even cover the seed, but I like to add just a very light peat in the vermiculite mix. I just very lightly put it, put the soil over the seed, water them in again, and then I'll put them under lights because, as it says, they need light for germination. So I'll have my shop lights over these, and they'll be, they'll germ really well with the lighting. Okay, the next thing I want to plant is the celery seed. And as I said last year, I didn't have much luck with this growing. So got some new seed this year, and we're going to see how it is. It's very tiny. I'm going to put a little sand with this one just to kind of show you the different methods I use. I'm going to grab me some sand. Okay, I mix sand with the seed, and I either will spoon it out, use a spoon, or I just do it with my fingers. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and scatter that out on the top here, on the top of the soil. It's very simple. Everybody's got their different ways of growing from seed. This just kind of help you and see the way I do it. So I want to get them scattered real well. But once that's done, got my celery seed. Just as always, I use my waterer. Water them in real good. And the celery, obviously, is a little trickier to grow. I'm going to give them just a very little light coating of soil again, like I did on the others. And then water them in again. After I get that done, I put the dome lid over them. This will keep the moisture in. Okay, so that's the celery and Dusty Miller. We got that done today, and I will be working on some more seeds as we go along here, so follow my journey on growing from seed. Any questions, comments, make sure you post them below, okay, in the comment box, and get it growing.